Open relationships, irresponsible fun, or a sign of high spiritual advancement? This topic easily triggers strong opinions, some seeing it as an escape from commitment, while others view it as an enlightened approach to love. It's a complex subject, no doubt, and today we will explore this topic from a spiritual perspective, based on my understanding of Osho's teachings, a spiritual figure well known for his expansively transformative and, at times, controversial views on love and relationships. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to tell you whether open relationships are good or bad. I'm just inviting you to explore the topic with an open mind. Personally, I'm in a monogamous relationship for already 22 years, but I find this concept fascinating from a spiritual standpoint. You might leave this video with a different perspective on love, but remember, nothing needs to change in your life unless it feels right for you. If this sparks your curiosity, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the transformative insights on intimate love, life and spirituality. And lastly, if this video resonates with you, please be kind and give it a like to support the channel. And now, let's dive in. To understand the concept and nature of an open but committed relationship, we need to contrast it with what we currently consider a committed relationship. In most cases, that's a marriage. Historically, marriage has not always been about love as we see it today. In fact, for centuries, it was more of an economic or social contract. Marriages were created to secure wealth, land, and power, ensuring that resources stayed within specific groups. For most of history, romantic love wasn't at the core of these unions, and emotional needs were secondary to financial and social stability. Only in more recent centuries has the idea of marrying for love taken center stage, at least in some parts of the world. But now, let's add sex to the contract. Why did marriage come to equal sexual exclusivity? Well, in many ways, it was all about risk management. In a world where marriage was about securing stability, falling in love or falling into bed with someone else was seen as a threat. Any unpredictable passions that might even lead to kids could disrupt the whole arrangement. So, sex and love had to be confined to marriage, and anything outside of it was seen as a danger to that financial stability. And so, marriage became not just a financial or social contract, but also an emotional and sexually limiting concept. And here we are, inheriting the history where many of us equate marriage and commitment in general with sexual exclusivity. But should we? Is this model still serving us and, even more importantly, our spiritual advancement? Now, when we talk about open relationships, it is important to recognize what's the driving force behind this unconventional option. Like anything in life, the intention inside matters more than the outer label. A relationship can be open or monogamous, but the why behind it is what truly matters. Let me ask you this: have you ever given a gift without strings attached, not even expecting a thank you? That's a true gift and a sign of unconditional generosity. On the flip side, sometimes we give gifts expecting something in return, a favor, appreciation, maybe even love. However, doesn't this sound more like a business transaction rather than a gift? You see, the same act, but two very different intentions. Open relationships are the same. For some, they are a way to escape responsibility, a route to indulge in pleasure without commitment. This is the ego-driven approach, seeking personal satisfaction without willingness for deeper connection. But for others, an open relationship can be a spiritual practice. Then it's about granting freedom, not out of carelessness, but out of love. Also spoke about love as expansive, not something to be owned or controlled. He believed that true love allows space for growth and freedom, and it is not about limiting possession. In a spiritually conscious, open relationship, love isn't poisoned by fear or control. It's about seeing your partner as a mirror and amplifier for your own growth in unconditional love, trusting that their journey, even if it includes other connection, doesn't take away from the spiritually committed bond that you share together. And so, in a spiritual sense, a relationship, whether open or closed, should be about growth and liberation, not ownership or confinement. It's like the difference between holding onto a bird so tightly that it can fly, versus opening your hand, trusting that if it chooses to fly, it will return. Which one of these approaches is true love? Holding or opening your hand? To understand this concept of spiritual love even more profoundly, we need to realize that the mainstream view on love complies with the contractual form of marriage. Egoic love is exactly like a contract. If you behave a certain way, say the right things, tick all the boxes of my love contract, then I'll give you love. But this kind of love is clearly conditional, and real love, the kind of love that gives without conditions, is unconditional. Unconditional love is like a gift, freely given without expecting anything in return. It is good to realize that there is no such thing as conditional or forced love. Love either exists or doesn't, regardless of any circumstances. Many of us only experience this type of love with our children. No matter what they do, parents love their kids. That's the kind of love a spiritual partnership aims for. Totally unconditional and completely free from egoic demands. Let's do a little exercise to realize something about the state of our inner and outer love. Imagine for a moment, what would being in an open relationship reveal about you? Because it's not just about whether you could handle your partner being with someone else. It's about what emotions and thoughts that situation would trigger within you. This can reveal a lot about where we stand in terms of true love, trust, and self-worth. Are you secure enough in your own worth to give your partner freedom? Would jealousy or possessiveness arise? These are tough questions, no doubt, but they are also crucial for understanding where we are on our journey to unconditional love. In many ways, open relationships can serve as an amplifying mirror. They could reflect back to us our fears, insecurities, and other ego-driven tendencies. From a spiritual perspective, an open relationship is the ultimate test of unconditional love. Can you truly love someone without trying to control them? Can you trust the bond you've built without needing constant reassurance or exclusivity? I'm not saying this path is for everyone, certainly not. It is challenging and requires a high level of spiritual maturity. But for some, it is a way to explore love in its most expansive, unconditional form. At the end of the day, whether you choose a traditional relationship, an open one, or something in between, the most important thing is intention. Are your choices driven by love or by fear? By control or by trust? If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and explore the related videos for more transformative insights on intimate love, life, and spirituality. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to share any questions, personal experiences, or insights you have on this topic. Finally, as always, thank you for watching. Enjoy the magic of your spiritual journey, and I'll see you in the next video.